What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex here, and you're watching a Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you. Last weekend I saw The Accountant, and The Accountant is the latest film from director Gavin O'Connor. It is an action drama thriller starring Ben Affleck, and it also stars Anna Kendrick, J.K. Simmons, John Lithgow, Jeffrey Tambor, and Jon Bernthal. And this film is about the title character, The Accountant, played by Ben Affleck. The character's name is Christian Wolf, and what he does is that he is a public service accountant in a small town, but he has a darker side to his character. And what he does in this darker side is that he cleans up the books for criminal organizations. And not only that, there's something very unique about his character, and that is he is autistic. Now, the autism plays a pretty huge part in the story and the character, so I'm not going to talk too much about that without spoiling anything. So I'll just say that his flaw is his strength, and his strength is his flaw. And it is something that you'll learn more about as you watch the film. But in any case, this is a very unique character. This character that Ben Affleck plays so well is a character that makes up for a very unique protagonist. Now, I won't call him an unlikely hero. I think he's just a very unique protagonist. As for the rest of the characters, I think they all do a great job. They have very, very determined roles. And Anna Kendrick really brings the balance to the story. I'm talking about the human side of the story, and then of course, the darker side to Ben Affleck's character, the accountant. Now, being an accountant that cleans up the books for criminal organizations leads to huge financial gains, and those huge financial gains gives them access to a lot of resources. For example, an arsenal, combat training, a lot of money. So Christian Wolf is going to have to watch his back. After all, there's probably some people who want to kill him. He's done his fair share of killing, and now the US government is tracking him down and wondering, who is this guy? So that's what this film is really about. It's about Ben Affleck's goals, like what he is trying to achieve, and also the US government, specifically these two agents, trying to track him down and bring him to justice, find out who he is. So that's what this film is about, but then it uncovers a lot of secrets and mysteries about not only his character, but also this organization that he's trying to clean up the books for. So that's all I'll say about this film, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it is. It is a film that is an original story. It has an original story, which is something quite rare these days. A lot of films, especially action films, are based off of novels, true stories, comic books, and also films that came out many, many years ago. Well, this film is original, and we haven't seen anything like this in a while. We haven't seen anything like this at all with such a unique character, and I think that for the most part, it was a pretty decent action film. Now, this is an action drama, and Gavin O'Connor does do a good job in balancing the action and the drama, but I'll say that it's more like a drama with action in it. I do enjoy the non-action scenes, but it does have quite a bit of exposition in the film, which really drags the pacing a little bit. Now, I do understand that those exposition scenes do help us learn more about the characters, but I think that they could have kept it going a little bit better in terms of really helping the pacing and helping the film move along. There's quite a bit of gaps between action set pieces, but once you see the action, it is quite thrilling. As for the rest of the film, it is a film that you really have to pay attention to. There's some scenes where if you just look away and just turn your brain off for a little bit, you will lose track of what is going on. It's very, very easy to get lost because I find that the film does come with a lot of gaps in the stories. There's a lot of, I won't really call them plot holes, but like, they really don't spell everything out for you. They just give you like the very, very bare essentials of what you need to know about the story. And if you're lost, you kind of get lost all the way through. And while that did not happen to me, I can imagine a number of people who might not know what is going on. Now, the final flaw that I think that this film carries is that the final act does suffer I guess, standard action fare syndrome. And what that is that it's just about the final battle. Just want to kill everybody, kill them all, bring the bad guys to justice, and then everything that happened in the first and second act just gets flipped around. As in, like, first and second act, very, very interesting, intriguing, unraveling a lot of mysteries. Then once we get to the final act, which is the third act, and then it's all about just bringing the bad guys to justice. And then the action really isn't as exciting as I found that it could have been. So yeah, I find the final act does make the film suffer a little bit, but at the end of all this, it is still a decent action film and a decent action film with a unique story and characters. So that's all I gotta say in this review. I enjoyed it for the most part, and I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, so there you have it. As always, if you enjoyed this review and you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name's Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. You know, it was, I guess, a bit of introduction to the character. And then after that, we get treated to the sequence where he gets into the car crash.